Got the draggy?
Got the draggy.
All right.
Ready to go. You get the door to shut.
I'm gonna walk through here. Let's go get this thing warmed up. See what it'll do. Got the golden hours right here. Trying to get this in before the sun goes down. So pretty. Oh, I got stooled on. Whatever. Yeah, I was in there redoing some stuff. Haven't put that back together yet. Just chilling. I'm real OCD. I always make sure I start it with the Cadillac logo out, and I never slip off of here because my dad's 08 Suburban I used to drive, he freaking, like, you know, most cars, they got scuff marks from people missing the keyhole. I was always real conscious of that ever since day one with this thing, which was, I got it with 19,000 miles on it, so this thing was like mint when I started driving it. I ruined it. I still haven't made any gauges yet. I'm working on that now. So I gotta fire up the old laptop to see what's going on. I don't know if you can see that port K2 right there, it's red. I got that, that's configured to the bump button here so I make sure it works. So that's how I test that. I'm gonna test that out too here in a sec. This is bump, that's Transbrake. Probably tick-tocking. The draggy.
So, dude?
Oh, you know, just, you know, you're packed awfully light for going to Mexico.
Well, you know, I just wear the same shit always, so. Okay.
Relatable. So, you know, it's about what, like a 10, 12 hour drive to Mexico from here?
Yeah, it's quite a ways, so we took the daily.
All right, yeah, well, we're gonna fast forward about 12 hours here until we get there, and we'll fire this thing back. I want to get it up on it now, and then just see what it does, and I'm gonna test the bump, and then I'm gonna shut it off for a couple minutes, and then we'll reconfigure it if it doesn't do enough. So I'm gonna give it like a second to cool off.
Okay.
But okay, you want to take this while I do the operating?
What do you think, Tanner?
I think, I hope I don't get hit by anything. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
I haven't done that since I made the new exhaust while it was running. Now it puffs right into my face. Need to make a shifter. Ready?
Ready, ready. Where's boost at?
Boost is right there.
Hey, there it is. Let's watch that. 5 pounds. Turn it up.
I think we need more.
We definitely need more boost.
Right.
Turn it up.
We're gonna turn it up.
I think we should turn it up a lot. What do you think?
The hard limit is 3,800 and the soft limit is 600 below that. So that means the soft limit is when it starts to spit, and then 38 is the highest it'll go. So if that's 38, I think I'll try like
42.
Yeah.
I was gonna do 45.
I have
45, go.
I like to party.
We'll do compromise 44. All right. Now let's see what it does.
Let's drag it.
Didn't hold. Did you see the mile an hour jump up at all?
No. I wasn't looking.
I don't know why. Sometimes it reads like I'm moving, but I'm not. Yeah, it's like, see, the vehicle speed's freaking screwing it up. There's like resistance in the wire, so it's disabled above a certain VSS, so that you don't accidentally hit this button while you're moving. But it thinks we're moving for some reason, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna turn it back down.
Only a couple hundred. You know what wouldn't do that?
What?
Ollie.
R.I.P. You want to
hard pass.
Yeah, me too.
I will.
They're plug and play though. Ish.
All right, let's see what it does now.
Said we were doing 40.
Yeah, that ain't right. What if I just punch it?
That works.
I think that seems to be the way to be.
Just straight floor it.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Don't roll into it, just stab it. So
Yeah.
raise it back up and then try that.
Well, that was like 6 and it was still moving, so we can try that. I think just put this into perspective here. When it went 950, that was like 1.5 pounds out of the hole.
Oh.
And then it ramps in really, really fast. So, yeah, we'll do that.
We're in Mexico right now. Oh, wow.
We're gonna run it back.
Yeah.
God, Larry about got ran over.
You about got ran the fuck over, dude.
I hope I don't get hit by anything. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine. So what happened that time?
So that the resistance or whatever glitching in the VSS signal made it so the Transbrake wasn't holding. So we're gonna do it again, and I'm just gonna do it to build the vacuum assistance by putting it in neutral, giving it a quick rev, and launching that way, which is how I have been launching up until this point, because we want to get a real number on the draggy here. No burnout or anything. We're just going. So I got my foot down. I don't know what that was. Didn't like it though. We're gonna go home now.
Broke something.
Did you break it?
I don't know. Well, we're gonna go down here and meet them and see what happened there. It didn't look too convincing. Probably another 4L80 down. RIP, RIP. We miss you, Kobe. It's a long drive. Mexico is not close to Oklahoma. Mitchell has the camera now. He'll explain what happened, I guess.
Well, I don't really know what happened. We tried to load it up and it just wasn't doing anything, but drove back here, it seemed to be fine. Like the converter locked up and everything. I don't know. Did it do anything weird, like from outside perspective that you saw?
Seems like the trans is slipping.
That's what it felt like. Like it just didn't, it wasn't even hanging on. I mean, we don't have any drive shafts dangling down or anything.
Just didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's trans too hot.
I mean, we did load it up and do that a few times, but it wasn't like we were sitting there baking it.
I don't know.
RIP. Well, I will say, if this transmission is toast, it lived a noble life.
Yeah.
And it could have had something to do with what the ECU was doing with the freaking Transbrake, how it was like letting it go while we were still like letting the two-step go and having it come up. I bet that may have built a lot of heat. We might have just got it too hot. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. But that's why I wanted to do this now, because with all this virus baloney, we got all kinds of time to fix it. So if I got to yank this thing and send it back to Extreme, then you know it doesn't matter. We got time.
Well, you got some good footage. I almost got ran over.
Yeah, I wish we got a real number, but at least we got
It just sucks. We got to drive all the way back to Oklahoma now.
yeah, dude, we drove 12 hours out here just for this. And I mean, we didn't bring a trailer. Like, we're gonna have to drive 12 hours back with a freaking blown up transmission. I don't know what we're gonna do here. God, this sucks. You think we could switch off and just cannonball the whole thing?
I don't know.
Do they have E85 in Mexico City?
Maybe in
I mean,
Guadalajara.
that half tank got us the whole way here, so maybe the rest of the half will get us all the way back. I don't
like
know.
A hybrid.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they have on-cues in Mexico.
Oh, no way.
Look at there.
Regular 127. I mean, this thing is flex fuel.
Is it? Is that one of those Mirages? Since we're in the middle of the desert in Mexico.
Yes, this is a Mirage. This isn't real.
All this is fake.
That's not on cue. It's CGI. That was a closed course on my PC, Xbox in Mexico, next to Yo Mama's house.
Wow.
All right, well, let's see if we can make it back. 12-hour drive. Here we go. Moment of truth. Will I go into first gear? Oh, we got a little budge here. All right, 12 hours. Here we go.
Here we go.
Second gear. Felt pretty firm.
Maybe just roll into it as we get turned.
Well, I'll roll into it after we get back across the border and, you know, into Texas.
We can.
I don't want to have it running with the federales. Don't try this at home, kids. I'm 6'5". Third, fourth, and lock up. I don't know. 12 hours later, we're back. And we're gonna roll into it and see if it slips again. Ready, set, go.
I don't think it was slipping down.
I don't think it was either. That was kind of fun. I think I want to do it again. But we're not in Mexico anymore, so this is a closed course in my backyard. It ain't happy about something, that's for sure. All right, we got reverse. Dude, if this thing hasn't tapped out yet, normally transmissions don't, like, they don't just come and go like that. Like, once they slip, you know, it's just, you're done.
Game over.
But this one's just like, you know, carrying a freaking box of grandma's china down the icy sidewalk. It slipped a little bit, but he ain't dropping that box of china just yet. You know, hopefully the hospitals aren't too overloaded with corona patients right now, because we're in critical condition right now.
We're coming in hot.
It's coming out regardless, whether I drive it on the rack or not. Certified technician here, why don't you pull a dipstick and give me your expert analysis?
Well, we don't have a rack.
It smells a little warm. Feels a little stinky. I know that wasn't funny. Oh, these in here. Logo out. It's in park. Normal, and this is also B&M trick shift. It's like blue and it doesn't show up very well on the dipstick. Just to clarify, 777 is our buddy John. The Duke is actually Shelby Killer Performance.
Shelby Killer Performance.
But around these parts, we support our friends.
Always.
So,
At least the short boy still runs.
yeah, I mean, mine still runs. And you know what? I'd put money on it still being faster than that one. It only slips if we, you know, let it eat.
Right. Turn the boost way down, that'll probably...
Yeah, I'll just give him like half pedal. What is this, the 8L90 from the V?
Yeah, the CTSV. Looks like 1100 wheel. It wasn't happy with life either.
Where do you think that car is built?
I bet this one was built in the USA.
That's pretty crazy.
Take a guess.
I mean, we were just in Mexico like 20 minutes ago, so,
Right, so
12 hours.
12
hours ago. Yeah.
There's no races coming up.
Yep, we got all kinds of time to fix it.
All the time in the world. We gotta fix chases too.
Fix it, make it better, and I got new turbos from Zona Rotor. These things are pimp. Billet stainless center section with a built-in filter, so if you chunk your motor, it doesn't junk the turbo. But my favorite part is the center section, because I hate with my Precisions now, they got like that cast iron, they get surface rust on them, and they look like crap after a while.
Not these.
Nope, them's are nice. These are actually 76 69s, because Tile is a part of Zona Rotor too. It's a conglomeration between Force Performance and Tile. They use this different wheel design that flows just as much as a comparable larger turbine wheel, so it can make the same amount of power with a smaller wheel. Obligatory turbo fingering. All right. If this transmission is toast, that'll be number 6 that is dead in the history of this thing. But transmission number 6, if it is dead, it's in critical condition, will have made more pulls, more passes, more street miles at several hundred horsepower higher than any of the previous Rosslers had, and it lived its whole life above the power level of any Rossler that held anything, and it made more passes than the previous 5 combined. So that's pretty impressive, I think. I can't wait to get in there and see what the deal is, how we can make it better, move forward, so I can add even more power and get this Escalade into the 8s, which is the main goal here. Full weight, full interior. Well, I think that was pretty successful. If better hit that subscribe button. I just blew my shit up for your entertainment, so do me a solid, do yourself a solid. I'll do my best to entertain you guys moving forward and put this thing into the 8s where it's supposed to be. And we're really not that far away, and that transmission is taking a beating, and I'd rather get it refreshed now, all good to go, make some improvements before the season starts, so when I get out there I need to be making rounds, it's good to go, it's on a fresh unit, and there's nothing to worry about. So let's go.